It was the day before Christmas Eve, and the Fat Controller announced that there was going to be Christmas parties all over Sodor, and a special visitor was going to bring in the Santas to the parties. And Thomas was determined to find out who the Santa engine was. At Knapford Station, he saw Spencer, and at Crovan's Gate, he saw Barney, and then at Wellsworth Station, James told him that the green diesel had returned. Thomas was now more determined than ever. He thought it might have been one of them 3 engines, and decided to go down the valley, thinking that the Santa engine was there. But the Santa engine wasn't there. A heavy snowdrift was there instead. And poor Thomas ran right into it and got stuck in the snow. Poor Thomas thought he had let everyone down and no one would get to the party at Tidmouth Station. And then he had a surprise.
Oh my, it can't be! I haven't saw you in years! You're the Santa engine!
Hello, Thomas. What has happened to you?
I've been very silly. I wanted to know who the Santa engine was, and I got stuck in the snow. And now no one's going to make it to the party.
Don't worry, Thomas. Tell you what, I will pull you out of the snow.
Really? Oh, thank you, said Thomas.
Luckily, they found a rope in the coach of the Santa engine, and they tied it to Thomas and tied the other end to the Santa engine.
Right, Thomas, I am going to pull you out.
Hooray,
said Thomas. And with a mighty heave, the Santa engine pulled Thomas out of the snow.
Oh, thank you, said Thomas. I will now make it to the party.
Just as well I came down here, Thomas,
said the Santa engine,
or no one would have found you. Now, Thomas, will you be a good engine and not tell anyone who I am until I get to your party?
No problem,
said Thomas. And Thomas and the Santa engine left the valleys. At Tidmouth Station, all the engines were waiting for Thomas.
Where's Thomas?
said Gordon.
He's late,
said Toby.
And he's got all the passengers,
said Percy.
I knew it, said James. It's that green diesel. I knew he was here to cause trouble.
It's not the green diesel,
snorted Henry.
Thomas isn't even late. The Santa train hasn't even came yet.
Look,
shouted Gordon.
He's here.
Thomas pulled into the station.
Hooray,
said the engines.
Sorry I'm late,
said Thomas, and the passengers unboarded and the party started. There was one at the Scarlowy engine sheds. All the engines were very excited.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible said.
I said, there's Scarlowy. Who brought the Santa to Cloven's Gate?
asked Duncan.
You'll not believe it,
said Scarlowy. And there was a huge one at Knapford Station.
This is great,
said Daisy the Boko. And Harold flew through the sky, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. There was even one at the Coldy Fale Railway.
This is great,
said Lord Harry.
It sure is,
said Catherine.
I suppose,
said Coldy.
What's wrong?
asked Lord Harry.
I could just wish Godwin was here. I know.
and the first one Great Waterton had in years.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
They said to each other.
Merry Christmas, all! Merry Christmas, Neville! Merry Christmas, Frank! Merry Christmas, Jack! Guess what, Frank? The small controller has promised a surprise party for us in the sheds. Everyone's waiting there for us now. Then what are we waiting for?
Said Frank.
Let's get going!
I've to go to my party now too, said Neville. Merry Christmas, Harold, Cranky aloud.
Merry Christmas, Cranky! Merry Christmas, Bulstrode! Merry Christmas, Jeremy! Jeremy, what are you doing down there? My pilot said the runway's too icy, so I can't take off.
To Thomas, said Percy. Our Santa hasn't came yet.
Oh, he will soon, said Thomas. Just you wait.
Then all the engines gasped. They couldn't believe what they had seen.
Oh my! Flying Scotsman! I wouldn't miss this for the world,
said the Flying Scotsman. So you're the Santa engine, said Percy.
I sure am, Percy. And I have delivered all my Santas except for this one.
And the last Santa unboarded, and the party officially started. The Fat Controller had an important announcement.
Ladies, gentlemen, and engines, please enjoy the Christmas party because you have all deserved it.
You know, said Thomas, Christmas isn't even over yet. I mean, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and the next day is Christmas Day, so no better time to have a Christmas party than the day before Christmas Eve. All the engines agreed, and they apologized to each other about the argument they had earlier that morning, and wished each other a Merry Christmas.